What's up, everybody? This is Zach with another edition here of the Micro Homestead Ecology, and it is seed starting season all over the country. People are getting ready to start their seeds so that these kinds of spaces can turn into beautiful growing locations. The problem is there's a lot of choices. What do you use? Why do you use it? Which one's best? Who knows? Well, I've got a lot of experience trying lots of different things. I'm going to tell you what I've learned over the years. Let's take a deeper look. Okay, here's the deal. I've been at this now for, I don't know, 10 years, like a while, doing this whole seed starting thing. I've tried almost every way that there is to try from a big box store with differing various levels of success for each one. So I'm going to break down my thoughts and ideas about each one, what's good about them, what's bad about them. I guess that's it. Let's talk seed starting. So if you're into this kind of content, remember, it helps us out a ton. If you hit that like button, maybe consider subscribing. We're going to share all kinds of ideas about homesteading and all that sort of fun stuff. We grow big gardens here. We raise a lot of animals on less than 1 acre. All right, option number 4 that you will often find at the big box stores is these nice little seed pots. These little peat pellets things. Okay, they are 100% peat, I believe. Biodegradable, less watering. Okay, they give you the whole thing over here. Add the seeds. This is a refill, which I just use in a standard 10-20 tray like this. They have a special 10-20 tray that doesn't have these ridges like this. It has like a little, I'll see if I can find one. I only have like 1 or 2. It has like a little square special thing that these are designed to clip down into. You absolutely do not need those to use these things. I just buy these. They're cheap. They're like $5. And then you can get these all soaked in here. This is another 72. And what usually ends up happening for me is that once these things get fully hydrated, they've been soaking here for like almost 40 minutes now. Once they get fully hydrated, I'll separate them into sections and have like, rows of 2 or rows of 3, and then a gap in between. I'll see if I can find some footage of some old seedlings that we started in the last couple of years and drop it in here so you can see what I'm talking about. But then I plant by variety in each of those rows. And so then I know like these first 2 rows are all a certain type of Salanova lettuce, for example, or these are all, butterhead lettuce or something like that. Now, speaking of lettuce is my number 1 favorite thing to grow in these without question. I have had some issues with other plants that have a more robust root system. They have a hard time getting through whatever this material is on the outside of these cells. And I have literally had plants get roots just completely tangled up inside there and just balled up in a little ball of roots because they couldn't break through this. So I don't recommend them for every single plant that you might want to grow in the garden. They work phenomenally well for lettuce. Honestly, one of the coolest things about those particular models is that they are portable, right? Like the problem with these other models that we've talked about is that that's a tray of 72 plants. You can't do anything with them unless you're going to pot them up into bigger pots or something like that. So your ability to share them with friends or fellow homesteaders or even do a plant sale or something like that, not happening with these big trays unless you come up with some plan for like potting things up and doing that sort of thing. With those little soil pucks, that's it's a little ball of soil. You can totally just pop those out, sell them to people in a little cardboard box. And as long as they take them home and get them, planted up right away, your friends, family, whoever else you might be wanting to give plants to can totally take those and go do something with them. So the portability of them is very, very nice. They do not break down in the soil. I took some video a little while ago. I'll drop it in here now. Whatever that mesh is on the outside, it does not biodegrade in the garden very fast. And I am constantly going back to my lettuce beds and finding the remnants of that little soil puck, basically, in the garden somewhere. So if that's something that's going to annoy you like crazy, then maybe these are not the best option for you. but they are kind of affordable. $5, 72 plants, plop them in a tray. And you could use anything, right? Like you could use a cookie sheet, you could use a metal like roasting pan, like you could grow those in anything, which would be nice. So in the right setting, they're okay. Not my favorite anymore. I have some left over, and so I use them. I use them only for lettuce pretty much these days. And then I just know that I'm gonna have to go back and take that little piece of mesh out of the soil later on and get rid of it. I've got all sorts of videos on different things that we've done over the years, and I'll keep pumping more into there as we go along and play with new things and different stuff and give you guys updates on what's working well and what's not. So anyhow, come back often and we'll keep growing and learning together. See you next time. Forget that. Not see you next time. Go check this video out right here. It's a good one. And if you like this one, you'll probably like that one too. See ya.